Hello guys and welcome back to Premier League predictions. Sophie, it's game week 3. Unfortunately, it's the last one before the first international break. So let's go out in style. Set us a big like target.
5,000 likes.
Ooh.
We've been smashing the 4,000, so 5,000 likes.
Yes, make sure to do it. It takes 2 seconds and make sure to hit the subscribe button. It takes no time at all. Let's get to 110,000 subscribers, guys. Get involved and make sure to share your predictions down in the comments. The scores between myself and Sophie last week in the Premier League. Sophie came out on top due to Liverpool's win at Newcastle United. And before we get into the predictions, guys, Sophie did share on her social media the other day some really big news. Go on, Sophie.
Yeah, so myself and my fiance Gary, we're expecting the little one due end of Feb.
Guys, do say your congratulations in the comments. Honestly, it's amazing news. I'm going to be another uncle again. Really happy for you, Sophie. Are you ready for it?
Oh, ready.
And they're going to be a footballer, aren't they?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to get
and
them
a Cov fan.
Yes, exactly. You're going to get them to support Coventry. Yeah, guys, do share your congratulations down below. I've had to keep that secret quiet, and it's brilliant news. We're so happy for Sophie. It might mean that at some point she's going to have to disappear from the channel, obviously.
Priorities and all that.
Yeah, we'll give her a week off, but she'll be back before you know it, guys. We'll keep you posted around when that might be. Let's get into the predictions, though, Sophie. That's what we're here for. Sophie, we've got some football to talk about. We've got a West London derby. It's Chelsea versus Fulham. Sophie, I'm going to let you go first. Chelsea were brilliant on Friday night, by the way.
Yeah, they were really good, actually. I thought they might just edge it, but they absolutely tore a new one. So, and that was without Cole Palmer as well. They brought in Esteval and he got player of the match. He was unreal, and for such a young lad as well, to come in, fill the boots of Cole Palmer, great game. So whether Cole Palmer plays or not doesn't seem to matter right now. 3-1 Chelsea.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I think Chelsea were absolutely devastating against West Ham, but I don't think they're going to get many easier games than that this season. West Ham literally...
They rolled over for them.
They rolled over and had their bellies tickled, didn't they?
They did.
West Ham were terrible, honestly, and God, yeah, it makes me think Chelsea should get a couple goals here, but Fulham are better than West Ham, and Fulham have drawn both games this season against decent teams. They've drawn against Brighton and Man United. Mm-hmm. I've got to back Chelsea, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 2-0. I'm going to go 2-0 Chelsea. Okay. I don't think there'll be loads of goals like last time for Chelsea, but I do think the Blues will make it 7 points from 3 games. Do share your thoughts down below. Next up, Sophie, we go to Old Trafford, Manchester United versus Burnley. This feels like a massive game. Imagine if Burnley were to win. That would send a massive statement of intent to the rest that Burnley want to stay up and that Man United could actually be in trouble. Yeah. But Man United will surely target this game, Sophie. They have had a difficult start. Arsenal at home, Fulham away. This is the one they want to win. Mm-hmm. If it was at Turf Moor, honestly, I'm not sure.
I'd back them to get a draw.
I think at Old Trafford, Man United with 75,000 fans might just be able to get the win, but I'm not sure if it's going to be comfortable. It could be, but I'm only going to say 2-1 to Man United.
No, I thought you were going to go for the same scoreline that I've got in my head, but I see it being just 1 goal separating the two, and it's going to be Man United being the home side, so 1-0 for me.
Yeah.
But I feel like Burnley are going to turn up, give a good game. They've got to be high on confidence after that Sunderland result. Great result. Yeah,
and the main thing is for Burnley though, if you get points in your home games and try and get what you can on the road. I mean, a draw here would be a real bonus.
Huge. Yeah.
But yeah, Burnley last week, great result. Mm-hmm. For Man United, if they win, it'll be 4 points from 3. It's not actually that bad if they win this.
It's more their performances, I think, have been better than last season.
That's definitely true.
You can build on that.
Yeah, and that's why we're going for them. Do share your thoughts down below. Next up, Sophie, we go to a massive game at the Stadium of Light, Sunderland versus Brentford. Now, Sophie, Sunderland on the first week went second in the table. Well, actually, they went first at the time. They went second after Man City played. And things were looking great because they'd smashed West Ham 3-0. But we've since seen that West Ham have now been smashed again by Chelsea, and West Ham are really bad. But Sunderland lost, of course, to Burnley, and it's a bit of a reality check.
It was, and it wasn't a very good performance, to be honest, and I think even the Sunderland fans will agree that was not them at their best at all.
But this is the nature of the Premier League. It is such a hard league that even the games you might target as winnable, you can lose and play terrible. But if they bounce back with something here, if they win this, 6 points from this first 3, is amazing. But Brentford will want to target this game as well, Sophie. They're up and running with a great win over Aston Villa. And I'm glad that they did that, because I've backed them to stay up this season. I think there's a lot of noise being made about, oh, Keith Andrews, he doesn't know what football is, and like people making out he has no idea. I think he's going to do a decent job this season. Maybe not as good as Thomas Frank, but what's your prediction for this one?
Do you know what? I might go down the middle on this one. I thought that was a very, very good performance for Brentford against Aston Villa, who are a very, very tough team. Sunderland, they weren't at their best, but I do fancy them more at home. So I'm going to go down the middle and say 1-1.
Can I ask you, who's that a better result for?
Maybe Brentford. Because I feel like Sunderland fans are going to be like, no, we need to win our home games, because it's going to be a very, very tough and long season, and get the points on the board. But I mean, it's still a draw against a good team. So
it's difficult, this. I'm going to go Sunderland 1, Brentford 0.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to back them. I tell you what, last week will maybe help Sunderland in the long run. It's a bit of a hard reset. I think this game is going to present some challenges. They've got to keep Brentford out, but when the chance comes for Sunderland to score, they're going to take it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a 1-0.
Okay.
There you go. I think they're just going to get it, and that'd be a great start. 6 points from 3 games.
Yeah.
But like I say, I still think Brentford will be all right in the long term, but I just think Sunderland will win this game. Next up, Sophie, we go to Tottenham versus AFC Bournemouth. Bournemouth up and running with their first win, of course, against Wolves last week. But let's talk about Tottenham, Sophie. Thomas the Frank engine. Absolutely fantastic. And they always win at Man City.
Why didn't we back them to do it? This is so stupid from us, because they always turn up against Man City and we went, no, Man City will win this one.
God,
Idiots.
do you know what? For people like us that have been doing predictions for 5 or 6 years,
Too long.
we should know by now that Tottenham always win against Man City. I've got to back them here. Like I say, the Frank engine is going along nicely. I don't think it'll be easy. Bournemouth are a difficult customer, and I reckon they'll score. Let's go 2-1 Tottenham.
I'm chucking in another goal. I'm going to say 3-1 Tottenham. Very, very good professional performance against Man City. Took their chances. Against Bournemouth, as you said, they are a tricky customer, and I do like them. I feel like they'll have an alright season, but I just feel like Spurs on their day. I mean, they've just beat Man City 2-0, they could beat anyone. I think they're going to win this one, so 3-1.
3-1. There you go. We're both backing Spurs. Share your thoughts down below, guys. Sophie, let's move on to a big game at Molineux. Wolves versus Everton. Wolves, Sophie, I did say...
They can't lose this one. They can't.
I don't think they will. I don't think they will. As you say, they can't.
They just can't, yeah.
Because I have said at the start of the season, I'm a little bit concerned. And it's a bit early for me to make any sweeping comments and judgments just yet, because they have played Man City and Bournemouth away. I think they have had a difficult start. If they win this now, all of a sudden they're back to 3 points from 3 games, a point per game. They're looking okay. I'm not sure if they're going to win though. I think Everton have got a real fighting spirit under David Moyes. Maybe they rode their luck at times against Brighton, but they did get their win. They're winning the first home game at the new stadium in a league game. Sophie, you are up first.
Okay. I had a draw in my mind. I thought if you're going first, probably have to change it to 0-0, because I thought you might go 1-1. But yeah, I'm going to stick with 1-1.
Damn it.
I knew it. I knew you were going to go for that.
That's what I had written down.
You're going 0-0 now.
Should I go 0-0?
Isn't a bad shout, because Wolves haven't scored in the Prem yet, so...
Yeah, you've helped me find my own prediction. Right, 0-0.
Yeah.
I was thinking 0-0 or 2-2, and I'm thinking...
No,
I don't see a 2-2. I think 0-0, Everton will be happy. 4 points from 3 games. They've only conceded 1 goal so far, and that was a late penalty against Leeds. Wolves need to get on the mark. They could do with a win, but I'm going to go for a draw. There you go. Share your thoughts down below. Next up, Sophie, we go to Ellen Road. Leeds versus Newcastle. Leeds, Sophie. It wasn't good against Arsenal. They were well and truly smashed to pieces.
I think we went quite conservative with our predictions as well. And there were a couple of Leeds fans saying, that's not going to happen. Leeds are going to put in a better performance than that. And they didn't. They put in a worse performance, and they got battered even more than we said.
I know. In hindsight,
should have gone harder.
me saying 1-0 to Arsenal and you saying 2-0 to Arsenal, they would have been good results. They lost 5-0. I mean, look,
heads dropped, to be fair.
Let's not forget Arsenal are one of the best teams in the country. They are absolutely fantastic. And Victor Gyökeres is up and running. Yeah. For Leeds, not good, but let's look at the positives. They've won one of their first 2 games. And they're back at home now. It's not going to be easy against Newcastle, Sophie. Newcastle, Sophie, of course, only the 1 point to show from the first 2 games. They drew with Villa 0-0 and then they've just lost to Liverpool. Who's up first for this one?
I think you.
I'm up first.
I have got a scoreline in my head. I think it's going to be low scoring. After 5-0.
I am a bit drawn towards the Newcastle win. I just think it's... Look, the thing is, even though I've said Leeds are going to stay up this season, this is the Premier League. You're probably going to lose about 20, 21 games this season. I think the Ellen Road factor could come into it. Mm-hmm. And, the way they battled against Everton last time they were at home. 1-1.
Oh, okay, I like that. I'm going a little bit more predictable and saying that Newcastle do it 1-0. As I said, I think it's going to be low scoring. If it was at St James's Park after that 5-0 loss, I'd probably go quite heavy. However, I do fancy Leeds to put in a better performance at home in front of their fans. I don't think the fans are going to be rewarded with any points though, so I do fancy Newcastle to just do it,
There you go. Yeah, look, it's hard, isn't it? We're trying to find positives for the newly promoted teams. I mean, there have been...
There are, for all 3 of them, to be honest. They have been positives.
They've all won a game, but it's just hard, isn't it? It's just so hard. They've got to keep the positivity and momentum going if they can. Good luck to Leeds. Let's see how they get on. I'm going for a draw. Sophie's going for Newcastle. Next up, Sophie, we go to Brighton versus Manchester City. I think this will be a good game. Brighton, Sophie, despite not winning yet, I'm still maintaining they're going to have a good season.
I still think that as well.
Really should have beat Fulham because of the late goal they conceded, and they really could have got something at Everton. They're a bit unlucky, and they're playing Man City now, and it's probably a bad time to play Man City because they're
going to want to bounce back.
They've just lost to Tottenham, and if Man City want to win the title, they have to go straight back to winning ways. But you're up first. What are you saying?
Right, Brighton's at home. 2-1 Man City. I feel like Brighton will be in this game, being the home side as well. That's why I think they can keep it a little bit closer. Obviously, Man City, both of them just lost on the weekend, so I'm not massively convinced by either right now. I just feel like there's going to be more of a reaction from Man City.
This is hard. It's really hard. All right, Brighton 2, Man City 3.
Goals.
Let's go for a bonus point. I don't know. Brighton are not going to make it easy for Man City. No. But Man City are very good. And, I know they lost to Tottenham last week, but if you go back to the performance against Wolves, they look like world beaters. Yeah. James Trafford needs to be a bit more steady, should we say, in this game.
Yeah, I think it was like overconfidence, to be honest, with playing out from the back, but maybe that's knocked his confidence down a couple of pegs.
Reality check, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. 2-3 and 1-2. Next up, Sophie, we go to the City Ground. It's Nottingham Forest versus West Ham United. Last week, Sophie, with Nottingham Forest, I talked myself out of going for a 1-1 draw. I think I said, I'm going to go for a draw. You said...
I'm feeling a draw.
And then I said, all right, I'll go different. And then I backed Palace and it backfired. And
it had 1-1 written all over it.
Yeah, and you got it right. Obviously, there was Palace fans putting up banners. There was a bit of a toxic atmosphere. I mean, I'm all here for the drama, but I think there are going to be people that get in trouble. I think Sophie Forest will be happy with 4 points from the first 2.
Definitely.
And they'll look at this one and think, yes, please, 3 points. West Ham look absolutely diabolical.
Yeah.
And
it's a good time to play them.
Yeah.
Graham Potter's still in charge.
Can West Ham really turn it around? It'd be typical if they do, because I'm not going to back them here. I'm going to back Forest 3-0.
Oh, I was going to say 3-0. Do you know what's really annoying me about Forest at the moment? I've got a couple of Forest players in my fantasy football, and they keep chucking away the clean sheet. So I'm about to transfer them out, and I reckon I'm going to keep them in this week, and if they do me over again, they're getting shipped out. So I'm going to say 3-1.
Oh.
And I think it's going to be a late goal from Paqueta or...
West Ham consolation.
Yeah.
But there you go. I tell you what though, Forest fans will be loving that. 7 points.
100%. Yeah, it's a win.
There you go. And then of course the Europa League starts in September, so I'm looking forward to that. Let us know your thoughts down below, Forest and West Ham fans. Next up, Sophie, we go to Liverpool versus Arsenal.
Big game.
It already feels like a title decider, doesn't it? Arsenal, Sophie, have picked up 2 wins from 2. Not scintillating against Man United, but they got the result over the line, and then they absolutely brushed Leeds under the carpet. 5-0 winners. Victor Gyökeres up and running. I feel like Gyökeres is going to bag lots of goals against the bottom half teams. What I want to see is if he can score in these games against Liverpool. Liverpool, of course, Sophie, as we touched on, great win away at Newcastle on Monday night. It's 2 wins for 2 for Liverpool. Home advantage is tipping it for me, Sophie, but you're up first.
Yeah, you've just mentioned home advantage tipping it, and that for me is probably the key decider. 2-1 Liverpool.
Sophie, you've
Is that what you
stole my prediction there. The thing is, I do see Arsenal scoring, but I'm not sure if I can go for. Could I go for a 3-1? I don't. Arsenal don't concede that many goals.
No, I don't think they're going to concede. Raya has been flying, so even to concede 2, I feel a bit harsh saying that.
I'm going to have to tone it down. 1-0 Liverpool. I think, like you said earlier, you said, it'd be 0-0. I mean,
could be.
These games that are so vital for the title at the top end of the table, they can be really cagey, really, can't they? You know, they could be a bit turgid, and both teams are a bit nervous of losing.
Don't want to lose, give the other team points, There
you go. So I will go 1-0. We're both back in Liverpool, but we think it will be close. And Arsenal fans, before you get upset, if this was at the Emirates, it might be a different prediction. I just think at Anfield, I fancy Liverpool. Right, Sophie, the final game is at Villa Park. Aston Villa take on Crystal Palace. Villa, Sophie, of course, have still not won and still not scored. They're going to target this one, especially because Palace have gone away in Europe in midweek, the second leg. Palace... I mean, obviously losing Eze is a big blow. And they've, like I say, the European games are already kicking in, so maybe that's going to catch up with them a little bit here.
Villa don't lose at home as well. I don't see them losing.
1-0 Villa.
Oh, I'm tempted to say that. 0-0.
No.
Yeah.
That's so boring.
I am boring.
What a rubbish start for Villa that is. Blimey.
Yeah, well, I wanted to say 1-0, but that's gone. I don't see them scoring 2. I don't think I can back another 1-1 for Palace. So 0-0 it is. And they've not lost at home. Another clean sheet, but not scoring.
There you go. Guys, do share your thoughts down below. That wraps up our Premier League predictions for another week. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Get your predictions down below. Like I say a massive congratulations to Sophie on her amazing news. We'll be back with more predictions very soon. Thank you for joining me, Sophie.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone. Peace out.